All right, welcome to Skratch, another episode. This one's special. I mean, all the episodes are special, but this one's extra special. We're in the beautiful city of Miami, of course. Yes, Miami, at El Otro Tiesto, Miami. Got a special guest in the building who really doesn't need an introduction, but we're going to introduce him anyway. Of course, the crowd motivator. Of course, the Haitian sensation, DJ Epps is in the building.
What's up, my man?
Yes,
You good?
yes, great, man. I'm so happy to have you here, bro.
Oh, man, thank you for having me, man.
Yeah.
Once I got the call, I was like, yeah,
I know.
I want to go rap
No
that.
hesitation. I love that.
None
I
at
love
all.
that. I love that. I really do, man. I appreciate it.
All day.
Yeah, I really appreciate it. But I want to get into a little more. I know we're talking off cam, but I want to start from the beginning of your career, even before your career, like really when you were your childhood and your upbringing, and of course how we should always start your name. Yeah. What's your name?
My name is Yves Felix, Haitian-born American. Yves is pretty much a French name as well.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Spelled Y-V-E-S.
Yeah.
Just in case you don't know, the female way is E-V-E, the minus Y-V-E-S, the male way, of course. Yves Felix, and I'm a junior, raised and born in Harlem, New York. You know what I mean?
Harlem.
St. Luke's Hospital. Been on the west side as well, you know what I mean? And coming up from New York City was the best.
Yeah. How old were you when you came across your DJ path, and what influenced you to do that?
Very young age, you know, in New York City. From my understanding, my mom was telling me that I always loved music.
Right.
Even when I was a baby, I was just bobbing my head, she was telling me. So as we was growing up and doing, you know, little family parties, Haitian parties, she would tell me that I was always by the DJ booth for some reason.
Yeah.
And just watching the DJ just do his thing. He will bring his cassette deck, he'll bring his turntable, you know what I mean? Not your usual DJ setup, but you know, back in the days,
yeah,
you would bring your belt drive turntable.
Yes.
You know what I mean?
Yes.
And a little equalizer, and you would set it on the table.
That's it, your vinyl.
Yeah, you know what I mean? And I would be always by the DJ booth, so, you know, she knew that music will be something I would be always into.
Yeah.
Now, first listening to WBLS DJs like Red Alert.
Yes.
At that time, you know, I was hearing the personality, I was loving it, but still haven't figured out that's what I wanted to do.
Right.
I think it's when I saw Dr. Dre and Ed Lover on Yo MTV Rap and when they were sitting there with the turntable.
Yeah, what we're doing now,
Yeah.
but minus the turntable.
Yeah,
The modern
I want to
day
try that. You know what I mean?
The modern day podcasting.
Yeah, so
on
you know,
visuals.
now I'm that Haitian DJ that's trying to put turntables and equalizer together at my own home.
Right.
And running down to the Wiz.
At what age was this?
I want to say this was at least around 12.
Wow, yeah, I started around that
12,
age too.
13,
Yes.
yeah, man. And I would run down to the Wiz, I think around 95th Street and Broadway.
Yeah.
And I would go pick up, you know, the Salt and Pepper records, the
man.
Special Ed, the Public Enemy, Welcome to the Terror Dome.
Oh, man.
Yeah, these classic records that, you know, I look at and till this day, and I'm like, man, you know, there's nothing better than this golden sound, or even the record, the 12-inch vinyl itself. Like,
Yes.
you know what I mean?
I think that was the golden years.
Yeah, man. You know what I mean?
Anything from me from 87 to like 96. You like that, right? I love that.
Yeah, man. And even those records I named, you know, they were great, but after that, you know, still I was learning about the past before that. You know, the Sugar Hill, you know what I mean?
Absolutely.
You know, but you know, those raw bass eras, they were just too golden.
Slick Rick, Dougie Fresh.
Yeah, man. Oh, man. That Slick Rick album alone
changed the game.
The Adventures of Slick. Oh, man.
Rakim, all that good shit.
Yes, paid in full,
yeah, man. And you being in Harlem, I couldn't imagine you seeing this in like the early ages of like that. You know, it was just different, so different in that era.
Definitely.
I could imagine in Harlem.
Definitely, but at the same time too, I didn't know about clubs like that just yet. You know what I mean?
You were still young.
Yeah, I'm still in PS 165. You know what I mean? In Manhattan.
Yeah.
learning music, learning, rap.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
And it was just the beginning.
It was just the beginning.
Just the beginning.
But at the same time, my mom, it was just me and my mom and my grandparents. You know what I mean?
What was the music like in your household? Like your mom being Haitian and
a lot of Haitian music.
Yeah.
And I think that's what that's how I learned how to speak Creole. You know what I mean? Along with my mom, speaking to her or listening to her. You know what I mean? I think it was important for me to have that sound still as I'm trying to, learn about hip hop and DJing.
Your
and
culture, your background. Yeah, the roots, man.
Definitely. And not too far, don't get it twisted. The Dominicans around the area too.
Yeah, absolutely.
And I'm noticing the Latin music and the Haitian music is really almost the same thing.
Yeah, island vibes.
Yeah, you know what I mean?
Island vibes.
It's just a different
language. And the struggle too.
Exactly.
You know what I mean? Yeah.
Exactly. So, and at that time too, growing up more, I'm noticing there's tons of DJs, tons of them. You know what I mean? I'm watching Tony Touch. I'm watching Dua. I'm watching.
It wasn't as accessible as it is now, though.
Not really.
No, you really had to have to get vinyls. It was tough. I could imagine, because I know me being that age, going from Jersey to New York, Rock and Soul, B Street in Brooklyn, all these places, it got easier when the grind started picking up. For me, how was your grind? Like you getting your equipment and whatnot?
I mean, it was like you said, it was a grind because at the same time, I'm saving my lunch money to go buy these records. You know what I mean?
What was your job? What were you doing for work?
Oh man, in New York?
Yeah, like being a young kid.
It wasn't work.
So did you have a allowance?
It was allowance.
Yes.
It was allowance. You know what I mean? My grandfather will give me $20, save it. My mom will give me money, save it.
That's beautiful.
Because I really didn't know what to do except for go get ices.
Right.
You know what I mean? Up the block. You know what I mean?
Absolutely.
Cherry ices, all right? Cherry ices. Yeah, the coquitos too.
Yeah.
Oh my God,
official.
man.
Official. That's official.
Yeah, so that saving money was a learning process as well.
Right.
You know what I mean? At a young age.
Yeah. I could imagine. And your mom coming from Haiti, she was born and raised in Haiti?
She was born and raised in Haiti.
And then coming out here,
to New York City.
That must have been so tough.
But at the same time, my parents split up right before I was born. You know what I mean? No shade to my dad. He's a great guy. I love him to death. You know what I mean? But it was all my grandparents and my mom. Now here's another thing. My mom she didn't have to, but she decided she wanted to leave New York.
Right.
So it was a plan amongst her, with her and my grandparents and my aunties that she's gonna go set up shop in Miami.
Right. And how old were you?
I was still 12, 13.
No high school?
14.
Were you in high school?
No,
Not even.
High school was coming out here in Miami.
Oh, wow. So you started your freshman year out here in Miami.
Exactly.
How was that change for you?
The change was different because, first of all, leaving New York.
Yeah, I couldn't imagine that pace. Fast-paced living.
Yeah, man, because I saw the block versus the other block. I seen them battle in the middle of the street. I seen crack rock. I seen all that stuff. You know what I mean?
Man.
Thank God I didn't fall into it.
Not at all.
I mean? And I think that's what my mom was like. You know what? I don't want my son. I don't want. Myself. I don't want to be part of this. So my mom got up and did that. So when it was time, she was like, all right, come to Miami.
Yeah.
So freshman year, started here in Miami, and realized there wasn't too many DJs as there is in New York.
Right, it wasn't saturated.
When I came to Miami, there was only 2 DJs that really stood out to me, maybe 3.
Right, can you remember their names?
Yeah, Waggy T till this day. He was on the reggae side, you know what I mean? DJ Uncle Al, rest in peace. You know what I mean? And he was more in the hoods of Miami. And there was another one that I kind of linked up with. His name is DJ Chris. He was more in the underground. That was kind of my style, with the hip hop. You know what I mean, and everything.
Right. Because bass music was a huge influence out here. Luke. You had who else? Of course, Trick Daddy was a little later on,
you
but
had the JT Money,
yeah,
the
JT
Poison
Money,
Clan.
yes.
You know what I mean, and also,
how did you adapt from that in New York hip hop to it was coming down here?
Huge difference, man. Let me tell you something.
Difference.
I was loving the palm trees. I was loving the girls. I was loving the look. I was really enjoying no more snow.
No more snow.
Because, you know, at a point in life, I don't know if New Yorkers get tired of snow, but I got tired of snow.
I think for me it's with the age.
Yeah, and the freezing and the blister lips and stuff like that. I ain't like that.
No, driving in snow sucks too.
I mean, you know, shoveling the snow off the cars, helping your grandparents. It got boring and tired after a while. But,
before you left, were you DJing already?
No. The DJing
you started your career out here.
Yeah, because now.
Wow.
Now. Shout to DJ Greg, Mr. Mix. He was coming out of his retirement. He handed me his turntables.
Wow, that's a blessing.
So now I'm in my bedroom putting things together.
Oh, man.
Learning how to mix, learning how to blend, do my little mixtape
on your own,
on my own 4-track mixtapes and everything.
Did you listen to a DJ to try to pick up what they were doing and then going back to your crib and trying it yourself?
Well, I was remembering what I was listening to when I heard Red Alert, Flex, watching some of these other DJs do. I was picking it up and I was like, let me go home and try to figure this out. But when I'm here in Miami, I'm also, you know, listening to other DJs out here. I was watching them, you know what I mean? Still couldn't get into clubs just yet, but it took me a year or two to get it together. And, you know, when I was in high school, I was doing the lunch parties. I was doing the hookie parties.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So that's what...
The good times.
Yeah, you know what I mean? That's when everything was
landing,
coming together.
Falling into place, yes.
Now, I'm hearing about, you know... Well, not just yet. I went to a frat party. Somebody saw me at a high school, and he invited me to his frat party. Finesse Mitchell, comedian, famous comedian. He's on Saturday Night Live and all of that. And he invited me to his party, and I started DJing his frat parties. And that just kind of like gave me all the energy, the motive. You know what I mean? They gave me a couple of dollars here and there.
So you got actually paid for the event.
Yeah, their last DJ wasn't cutting it for them.
Yes.
So I recognize, if he ain't doing it right, the next DJ's gonna come get it. I recognize that, and I always kept that in my mind. Like, wherever I go, like, okay, what's up? Your man ain't doing it right? What's up?
Yeah.
When you gonna hire a professional? You know what I mean? That was always the business mind that I had. And then after that, you know, I was hearing about clubs, whether it was in Coconut Grove or on South Beach. And I would walk around there and I would hear it, but I couldn't go in just yet.
You were still young.
Yeah, still young. So one day, still at a young age, you know, 16 now, I'm walking down South Beach on Washington Avenue, and I hear nothing but hip-hop out of this one venue. At the time, it was called Mickey Roy's. And this big, tall guy, about 6'5". I mean, I'm a shorty. He's standing in the front of the door. He's doing his own party at the time called Sugar Shack. His name is Rich. Love him to this day. That's my brother. And, you know, as I'm walking with my crates coming from somewhere, I forgot.
With your crates.
I was coming from somewhere.
With your crates.
And
I love that.
I'm walking back to my homeboy's car with the crates. And I looked at him and I told him, hey, yo, you know, can I come in and spend for a little bit? I just, gutsy move, you know what I mean? It was really gutsy. And he just looked down at me and was like, shorty, if you come in here and you wreck the place, I'll let you DJ here every week.
Wow.
But if you whack, I'm gonna throw you and your crates out on Washington.
That's awesome.
So it was very intimidating. I looked at him and I was like, let's go.
A game.
Yeah, we're not afraid of nothing over here.
Yeah.
So I went in there. And keep in mind too, when I came to South Florida, yeah, I loved hip hop, love hip hop, but for some reason, reggae grabbed a hold of me first when I started DJing.
Your island roots.
Yeah, I don't know why. I was hanging around a lot of Jamaicans, you know what I mean? I met another DJ, shout to Mixer Roger, you know what I mean? He was into reggae and he was teaching me reggae.
Right.
And then while we was doing parties together, he would do reggae and I would try to do hip hop, and it would just blend. And we had a crew called Dynamic Sound. It was buzzing, you know, and that's how my name grew. So while I was on South Beach, and he would let me go in that club and did what I do, man, he was like, he was so impressed. He was so shocked with the crowd's reaction.
Yeah.
You know, at that time there was banging Heineken bottles on the
Yeah.
You know, that kid mad, man. I never seen nothing like.
Oh,
I was
man.
like, and he was like, yo, I'll see you next week.
Wow.
And sure enough, I helped them create Sugar Shack.
You landed that. You landed that.
Not only
gig.
that, I landed a gig
Yes,
for myself. I
right.
helped him create the world famous Sugar Shack, the only hip hop party that was on South Beach.
Right.
That took hip hop to the next level. And when I say took hip hop to the next level on South Beach,
Yeah.
I had everybody coming to see me.
Right. When you say, I don't want to cut you off. My bad. My apologies.
No, you good.
But when you say you're hip hop, like, was that still something new out here?
Very, because they were all about bass music here.
Yes.
Which I was trying to still get. I heard it. It was a fast pace.
Yes.
But thanks to Uncle Al, he taught me the roots. He taught me the history about bass music and everything. So now I took Waggy T. I took what I learned from my partner Mixer Roger, even DJ Chris with the underground, Uncle Al with the hood music and bass music. I put it all together.
Meshed it.
With my style, and I put it out there, and you can't deny it. Hit records everywhere, great performance.
Right.
My skills was great, and DJ Epps was born.
Yeah. I wanted to talk about that. How did you get that name? Where did that name come across?
I was coming up in high school too, man. Leaving New York, coming to high school here. Me and my cousin Rob, you know, we sitting in the lunch area where we ate, and we was like, yo, we can't be rolling around here with our real names. We got to come up with some tag names.
Yeah. Tag names.
Everybody had a tag name, you know.
Right. That's right.
Everybody had a Junski. Everybody had a, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
He was Spanky. I don't know why. I don't know if he was spanking a bunch of women. I don't know why, but he chose Spanky.
Okay.
And we're eating, and I said something. He was like, yeah, Epps, you're right. I'm like, what you just call me? He's like, Epps. I'm like, my name is not Epps. He's like, now it is. I'm like, what the hell's an Epps? What, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And right dead in front of us is a painting of a soccer ball player like this.
The pose.
I shit you no lie.
Yeah.
He was right. He was like, look, he looks just like you. And on the bottom was signature Epps. And it, man, as we was walking around the hallways, especially girls hollering at us, he's like, yeah, this is my cousin Epps. Like
You're the new guy in school.
Yeah, but at the same time, you know, and we New Yorkers in Miami.
Yes.
So, you know, Miami guys.
Swag was different.
Yeah, swag was different.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? The Miami guys was looking at us, you know, wrong and different. You know what I mean?
Oh yeah, we had El Otro Tiesto Miami. It's something different over here. There's something different over here.
We best, sir.
Oh man, enjoy.
Stay on your price.
Oh man,
thank you.
Shout to Tiesto, Miami, man.
Yeah, the bomb.
I've been
enjoy,
there.
man. Dig in.
Yeah,
I
definitely.
don't want to get cold.
Nah, we gonna vibe. But where was that? So yeah, you
High
know,
school.
Yeah, you know, Miami. taught me the bass music, and I put it all together. You know what I mean? And once I landed that spot in Sugar Shack, man.
Go ahead.
Nah, we good. We
could pause. It's okay. We'll get back to the Sugar Shack and we'll get back to high school.
Okay, cool.
Let's talk about it. So high school.
Yes.
So high school coming up. Your name being Epps. You're
recording?
Yeah, of course. We're still recording.
The camera?
Absolutely. Camera is still good.
Oh, okay.
We don't stop. We keep it moving. Ah, my God.
Thank you, boss. Thank you. So yeah, man, you know, the Epps name started growing because now this guy, my cousin, have everybody in school calling me Epps that I couldn't get away from him.
Right.
I was like, man, excuse me, this Epps. I was like, you know, when the girls was telling me, yo, I like that name, I was kind of feeling myself a little bit.
Yeah.
And then the movie Juice came out. So
Omar Epps. If you a DJ, you gotta know that. You gotta know. Listen.
You know what I mean?
For the new DJ, they gotta do that. They gotta go back and look at Juice.
Yeah. Not only that movie was inspiring, motivating, inspirational.
For a DJ, yes.
But I felt like Omar Epps was DJ Epps.
Yes.
Growing up, so I was like,
right.
And of course, my cousin, like, you see, nah, yeah.
He was right.
But yeah, and one thing I'm very good at is picking up signs.
Gut instincts.
Yeah, gut instincts. Like, you know what I mean. So that happened, and I was like, you know, all right. So now it's DJ Epps, rocking in the clubs, and as I'm growing still up in high school. You know, I'm good friends with DJ Craze.
Right, yes. Craze actually lives in New York, right?
I don't know if he lives in New York now.
Yeah.
He was here in Miami with me.
Oh.
And I would go to his house and, you know, watch him practice.
Right.
This guy's a beast. We're talking about a 10-year plus champion, I believe. You know what I mean? From DMC. Yeah, you know what I mean? And I watched him create routines. I seen him get busy, and I go back home and try to mimic it. I knew I could do some things, but I knew that wasn't my lane, what he was doing.
Right.
My lane was rocking parties. So once again, I took another DJ element and add to my, you know, growing up. You know what I mean? Shout to Craze. And then now I got my Sugar Shack party on South Beach. You know, you got hip-hop conventions like How Can I Be Down will come.
Right.
So guess what? Wu-Tang is in Miami on South Beach. Beat Nuts.
What year was this? This is like 92, 93?
93, 96, that
I
area.
love that year.
You know
That's the best year, man.
Yeah, you know, the Mix Show Power Summit.
Yeah.
Shout to Renee McClain. It's like, you know, those things really help bring hip-hop to me.
Yes.
Because if I'm the only hip-hop party on South Beach and these guys are coming on South Beach, it's no-brainer.
Right.
We going there.
Yeah.
Oh, that DJ's dope. He gotta play my record. Oh man, things just skyrocket for me.
Doors open.
To a point that up the block, it was more of an upscale, bougier, backdoor entrance club called Fat Black Pussycat at Liquid. Man, the owner over there, Chris Pacello, shout to my brother Chris Pacello, said, yo, why don't you come do the back room? Because it was a big room which they would play funk, some old school, disco. Yeah. But the back room was just pure hip hop.
Oh man.
It was a smaller room, but it was pure hip hop.
Right.
And they would sell OEs back there, like yeah, if you was an OE lover.
That was
you know what I mean? So you know those situations was successful for me to have my own party and move to a party like Fat Black Pussycat. Matter of fact, I was doing both of them at the same time.
Now, were you promoting these events?
The Sugar Shack, I was.
Okay. And I know you had
that was my party. That was with my partners. We promoted and we made that happen. But when I went to Fat Black, now inside my DJ booth was Little Kim, Biggie,
names. Oh man, that's beautiful.
Even other clientele such as Michael Jordan, Jerry Seinfeld, Madonna,
now doors are
Bobby
open
and
like
Whitney
that,
will be in between me.
Oh man,
I'll be in between them. Excuse me, rocking the party. You know what I mean? And people would see that.
Yeah.
And that's how, you know, DJ Epps was really, really born and just kind of like
took off from there.
Yeah, man. Took off and, you know, started. That's one of the keys that I learned too growing up is that just don't be a DJ. Do your own parties. And I think that's what had me successful to this day.
Yeah.
That I will promote my own party. I'm not depending on a promoter.
Yes.
You know what I mean? And yeah, man, that's one big key a DJ should have. Like, network so much that you could throw your own party. You know what I mean?
Yeah, man, that's a beautiful thing, bro.
Mm-hmm.
Especially when you have your own movement, like you said, you know, like promoting, and that's a major key. Yeah, absolutely. To this day, I think it's even with social media, marketing, promoting, like you have to brand yourself. No one else is gonna do that for you at all.
How did you meet me?
I'm networking
and branding myself.
And branding is
staying in people's face on that
that's
Instagram.
Right, absolutely.
You know what I mean? And making sure people just feel my energy.
Yeah, absolutely.
Whether it was a turntable or just a vibe like this. You know what I mean?
Chill. I love the wink.
You know what I mean? So, and people see that automatically. You know what I mean? You'll know somebody when they're shady or they're just a good-hearted person.
Absolutely, man. You know what I mean? Absolutely. You know, in this business, you know, there is no such thing as really friends, but it's good to know people.
Yeah, you know, oh man, I had to learn that the hard way too, man.
Yeah, I think we all have.
Yeah,
I think we all have.
You don't really have friends.
No,
you have associates. And when you know, my guy Khaled even did that song, No New Friends. I understood it. I totally understood it. Like, you know what I mean? I'm like, yep. He's absolutely right about that. You know what I mean?
And speaking about Khaled, you produce too.
Me?
Yes.
Yeah, I do produce. You know what I mean? I was more into the DJing back in the days, but now, right now,
you're getting in.
I'm getting into it more, and even after the pandemic, some people are watching me as like the top A&R in Miami because they see who I'm pushing. They see the records that I push, and they see it lands on either Dwayne Wade's Live or on ESPN or on,
that's a beautiful thing.
You know, Music View or something. You know what I mean? So it just shows that people are listening and they're watching my grind and whatnot.
I think people always do.
Yeah, always.
Always, whether they don't keep up with you, but they're on you. They're watching.
Yeah. And shout to the ghosts.
The ghost
watchers.
The ghost watchers.
The ones that on other people's account or your baby mama's account, and you just watching me and you don't comment. But I know you watching.
Yeah, they watch. They watching.
Yeah.
So, all right, high school, DJing. How did you land the gigs on the radio? I know you did multiple radio stations.
That was part of just building my name, my brand. That, you know, when radio stations are out there looking for DJs to represent them, it was they had to come get me. You know what I mean? And then my first trial era is when Luke was here and they gave him his own show on 99 Jams. So he decided to get the top DJs to do his show, which was me, Irie, Khaled, and Soul Syndicate. You know what I mean?
Right.
So we would do that back and forth, But, you know, I felt I was stronger than, you know, being somebody's DJ. I felt like I needed my own show.
Right.
For some reason, it never happened with 99 Jams.
Politics and bullshit, like always.
Yeah, you know.
Yeah.
When I was in 99 Jams that first time, I witnessed, and I'm not gonna name no names, but I witnessed a PD trying to utilize his power to get rid of you for some reason.
Right.
You know what I mean? Because at the end of the day, if you're a great DJ, what's so hard about just playing records? What's so hard about just being on time? What's so hard about communicating?
Yeah.
So at the end of the day, I witnessed what the person was up to.
Right.
And I learned that at a young age. So when I left, when 99 Jams let me go.
Right.
I mean, there's a difference when you leave and
they let you go. Correct.
But I learned that they let me go. You know what I mean? Because, you know, they had you know, the way I saw it, they're not really from Miami.
Right.
So they want to call their own shots and they want to, but, you know, they made a mistake and they let go of a real one.
Right.
So now.
Made you stronger?
It made me stronger. My grind got heavier to a point that the other side saw me, which was iHeart, Clear Channel at that time.
Right.
103.5 The Beat. So once I started that with the original Fat Boy, rest in peace, Prince Marky D, I love you,
yes,
you know what I mean?
Talk about it.
Me, him, and a couple of others, we rocked that station. We did what we had to do. Now, when Clear Channel couldn't figure out how to keep their numbers up, how to maintain the sound in the city and be very competitive to a big, you know, heritage station like 99 Jams.
Right.
You know, that it was crumbling, and I was one of the last to stay on that boat when it sunk. You know what I mean? So, you know, that died, and I learned that I just didn't really need radio. I need to keep on doing clubs. After the radio stations, I started going to Europe a lot.
Man.
So, you know, those promoters would book me for those type of parties, right, or corporate parties and so on. You know what I mean?
So you had the opportunity to go to these places, Europe, all these other places.
Tony Touch one day couldn't go, and he said, "Epps, man, I need you to go pick up a booking for me." So when his agency booked me to go do that party, and they saw how I rocked over there, and man, the feedback was so crazy that after that, every month or every other month, they kept sending me back over there.
Oh man, that's a blessing.
Yeah, so now.
Now, what year is this?
This was early 2000, right there on 2000. From 2000 to 2010, I knocked that out.
Wow.
10 years straight.
Wow.
I got to visit Belgium. I got to visit Taipei, Taiwan, Japan.
What was your favorite, if you could stay anywhere in the country out of the States, what would be your favorite spot to stay?
Oh, man. I think Finland was good.
Ooh,
Finland
that's a beautiful. I would love to go to Finland.
Great. I had a guy named DJ Josh from over there, and that Norway area, that Finland, Norway area.
Yeah.
I don't know, man. Their hip hop energy was way different from Germany, Switzerland, and you know what I mean. But at the same time, it was just great. You know what I mean. Japan too.
Oh man,
yeah, like the B-boy,
the influence of hip hop over there is ridiculous.
It's ridiculous.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But at the same time, you know, just all that the continent on that side, they embrace me, you know, very well, man. They love my style. They show me so much love. They stayed in touch with me till this day.
Right.
You know what I mean? And then that landed me to go to the Middle East and Dubai and stuff like that, and Bahrain, where you know what? I think Dubai is one of them, because what happened there is
Dubai's popping right now.
It's always
popping. Yeah.
But you know, somebody saw me rocking, and you know, some people would call it a kidnap.
Yeah.
But I ain't take it as a kidnap, because they left me a hefty bag that I
couldn't resist.
Yeah, you know what I mean?
You're like, kidnap me.
Yeah, they're like, yo, I need you to stay an extra day. I need you to do this for my wife and perform at this. I was like, all right, let's do it. So, you know, yeah, that was a great, memorable moment for me. But at the same time, you know, meeting up with Jazzy Jeff in London.
Legend.
In London airport. And I shit you no lie, it's like he saw the future. He said, Epps, I just finished doing a party in London, Germany, and I want to say France. Simultaneously, like, they had cameras, they had Wi-Fi, they had, you know what I mean, on the turntable wherever he was at in London, and he was broadcasting live in France.
Wow, yeah, he was on the technology
what we doing right now, he was way past that.
Way before that.
And I think about that till this day. I'm like, damn, man, he was way ahead of the game, man.
Yeah, man.
And I'm glad he passed that knowledge on to me, because I think that's where I pick up my situation.
Yeah, absolutely.
To this day.
Look at what the Serato. We went from vinyl to computers. Who would have thought? First CDs, then computers. How did you even get your vinyl out here in Florida, bro? That's a question I've always had. And I mean, of course, it's me being naive, but you know, there's record shops everywhere. You know?
Yeah, you know, like in New York, I didn't have a crate yet. I had a stack of records.
Yeah, stack of records.
It's when I got to Miami is when I got the milk crates behind Publix or Winn-Dixie or whatever. It started.
I love that.
You know what I mean?
Yes.
And you know what I mean? So, but at the same time, now I gotta find, you know, real box crate, because, you know, traveling to Europe with crates was like, it was a lot. And if you was
records
like,
come up missing, cracked,
not only that,
melted,
but it was just like
warped.
Yeah, man. I could tell my thing cracked a little bit and it slide out, and they try to put it back in. I could tell those things, and man, you know, I felt bad for guys like Kid Capri and DJ Premier that carries 12 to 19 crates. Like, Premier alone will carry 19, 20 crates.
Crazy.
To Europe.
Crazy.
So, you know, I felt that, but when the Serato came, it was a hard transition. It was mind-bothering, but after a while...
It took me a while, too.
Yeah, I understood it.
It took me a while.
And now that I'm no longer having a crew, because they all dropped out for some reason.
Of course. You know how it is, time.
It makes sense.
Yeah, time only tells and reveals who's a part of your team and who's really down for you. You know?
Yeah, you know what I mean? You know,
I love the fact that we can actually carry just a bag. You know?
I love it. I love it.
And you know, I was hard-headed before and very stubborn, and like, no, I'm not gonna give up my vinyl. No, I'm not. And then CDs came into play, and I'm like, damn. All right, I guess I could adapt the CDs a little bit. You know, the CDJs.
Yeah.
But when they said we could actually use vinyl with our computers now with Serato, I was like, oh, okay, this is gonna change the playing field a little bit. You know?
Big time.
Yeah.
Big time, because now
it separates the men from the boys.
Oh.
Yeah.
I like how you said that.
Salute.
I like how you said that. You know what I mean? And that's a true fact, because, you know, you also had to study Serato and make sure, you know, your cue points is just like how you had your actual vinyl.
Your actual vinyl. Lines up. Your R&B
you know
crate, your reggae crate. Yes, absolutely.
Either internally or you know what I mean? Well, like you gotta make sure, you know, your needle hits the right spot. Or
That's right.
Yeah, you have to do all of those stuff, man.
Yeah.
So, you know, folders, you know what I mean?
Folders.
Like, I'm from a crate era.
The crate era.
Most of y'all from a folder era.
Yes.
There's a difference. You know what I mean? There's a big difference.
Big difference.
So yeah, you know what I mean? The transition was hard, but...
No playlist. Straight off the top.
You know, I never had a playlist.
Yeah, me either.
Did I have a routine for a show for some particular
what
reason?
DJ had to have a routine?
Yeah.
Absolutely.
But no, man, it
I
was
think
more freestyling.
We've all took a little something from our inspiration, our DJs who inspire us. I know Kid Capri's a heavy inspiration for me. Doo-Wop's a huge inspiration for me. SNS is a huge inspiration for me, because I've actually gotten to DJ with some of these guys, and I'm growing up looking into it, and I'm like, wow, I love how he did this. Maybe I can do that, but do this. Not basically take their routine, but kind of get an idea of where you want to go. Yeah, and then create your own.
Yeah, exactly. You know what I mean? I love doing that. You know what I mean? Because at the end of the day, you know, we learn from everybody.
Absolutely.
Kid Capri is one of my biggest.
Mine too.
Yeah, man. Like I love that guy till this day. You know what I mean?
We've only met one time, and I follow him on the gram, and always, man, I've always give him his flowers, man. Always give your DJs that been around. That's why the show is here, man.
Yeah.
That's why I did the show. Really, we were talking about it earlier, but it was really to give the flowers to the DJs, and I hate to say it because I know shout to Nori and Drink Chance, but huge inspiration for this show also. But it's always good to respect who came before you.
Definitely.
Got to.
Definitely. That's why I enjoy and never have a problem admitting that I love listening to Red Alert, which I call Pops. He knows,
why not?
Call me Pops.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Like Snoop is our uncle.
Yeah, exactly.
And Red is our
you know
Pops.
what I mean? I'm like, you know what? When it comes to this DJ thing, you are my Pops.
Absolutely.
You're right. You know what I mean?
He's like, I think Kool Herc is like the first, and then Red Alert should be definitely the. Absolutely, man. Yeah.
Shout out to Tiesto, man. They got some good food, good service out here, man. So yeah, you know, the learning off of DJs is never a problem. Just do it your style.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
absolutely. Don't bite off of the next man, or don't take what they've done and do something the same.
Yeah, I'll never forget. I remember Master of the Mix came out here.
I love Master of the Mix.
Yeah, and Kid Capri was one of the judges.
Yes.
And they had me be
one of the creators, actually.
Yeah, one of the creators, excuse me. And judge at the same time.
At
And
the same time.
And they had me participate to be a DJ on that show. So I did it, and I felt like I wanted to do a tribute to him.
I gotta go back. You were in the show?
Yeah, I was in the show.
Oh my God! How can I not? Pass you over like that's crazy.
Yeah, man. I think it was like a second, third season. I don't know, man.
Yeah.
But I did a tribute to one of his styles. You know what I mean? And I don't think he understood that I did a tribute, you know what I mean? I wasn't trying to bite his style, you know what I mean? So, I don't know if it was for TV, but he corrected me. And it was like, yeah, you didn't have to come and, show me that you know how to. I was like, I know I didn't.
Yeah.
But it's a tribute, though.
Yeah, absolutely. Nothing wrong with that. Yeah.
When artists get on the stage at BET Awards and they do a tribute to Biggie or something, it's a tribute. It's not really biting.
No,
you know what I mean? So
paying homage.
Yeah, you know what I mean? But
some people take it differently.
Some people took it differently, but to this day, man, that's my guy. I love him to death, and I love listening to him.
Yeah.
And when it comes to party rocking,
oh my God, hands down.
Yeah.
The father of that the mic crowd motivation is ridiculous.
Yeah, with the mic stand and everything.
Man.
And just performing.
The performance.
Not just DJing.
Not just
performing. Yeah, you know what I mean?
Oh man. And that's why I think WAP is my second when it comes to that, like crowd the mic game is impeccable.
Yeah. And I believe all of those DJs more so respected me, not just because I looked up to them.
Yes.
But now I'm the man in Miami with the hottest parties. So
Talk about it.
Them.
Number one Miami DJ.
I'm booking them. You know what I mean?
Yes.
So I had to book Kid Capri for my birthday one time.
Yeah.
I booked Doo-Wop. I brought Pete Rock down. You know what I mean?
That's
Tony
amazing.
Touch. I'll let you know.
That's amazing.
Yeah.
That's amazing.
You know what I mean? So, and I think that's what made my name legendary to this day now. You know what I mean? People will say, yo, Epps, you're a legend. And I guess those are the reasons why. You know what I mean? Because I saluted to the legends before me.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, man. That's a beautiful thing, man. That's, and again, like, the show, paying homage to the DJ that been in the game for so long. And we're in Miami. Like, why not get Epps on the show?
Oh, man. I appreciate that, man. That means I'm still doing something.
You're doing something. That's right. You're still here.
Yeah.
And not only are you doing something currently, but what you brought to the game of Miami as far as the DJ culture is huge. Because I never knew anything outside of New York and New Jersey.
Yeah.
In the culture of DJing and mixtapes. Mm-hmm. So when me thinking of DJs in Miami, I'm like, damn, I wonder how they get their vinyl. I wonder what they're listening to. I wonder how it's just like the West Coast. Cali, you have your DJs over there. You know what I mean? Sway, Tech.
Yeah.
All these guys. You know what I
mean? The vinyl thing.
The vinyl.
Just like how New York, we have rock and soul. We have something out here in Miami called Blue Notes.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Oh, man.
Thank God I recognize those stuff, and at the same time, you said you didn't really know other DJs outside of New York and stuff like that.
Correct.
Same thing. I didn't know the DJs in California.
No.
I didn't know the DJs in Atlanta.
Right.
But now out of towner folks comes to Miami and sees the hot DJ from Miami.
Correct.
Yo, I need to bring you to my market. I need to bring you to my city. So now I'm visiting Arizona, I'm visiting California,
Beautiful
Denver, and I'm studying all types of other, not just the culture, but the food, type of people, stuff like that, man. And one thing I learned about Miami is like everybody wants to come to Miami.
Yes. Who doesn't want to come to Miami?
But a lot of people can't. I
Right.
don't know whether it's passport issues, they may not have enough money, whatever the case is.
Yes.
So how about if Miami comes to you? That was another thing, man. That was one of my thing. Like, I'm gonna come to your city. I'm gonna come fuck shit up.
Was it harder for you being from Miami to go traveling from different places?
No, because at the end of the day, the promoters out of town, they understood that, look, you know, our DJs are good, but damn, man, we got to start bringing some
Different.
We got to show our clientele we know somebody from Miami.
Right.
You know what I mean? Versus me, same thing. I got to show Miami I F with these people from this town and that city and that state. You know what I mean?
Right.
So it just works hand in hand. You know what I mean? But now, you know,
Internet, social media, the way times are, easier for you.
Yeah, but with Serato, kind of messed up the game.
Right.
With that a little bit, being that everybody's a DJ now. So now you're hiring your little cousin for about $75 in a hookah.
DJ Fulano.
Yeah, you know what I mean? Capital F.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
How do you feel about that? The new DJs coming in the game.
There's a saying, man. You know, you pay for what you get. So if your little man is doing good, I get it, and you're putting him on, I get it. It's dope. But at the same time, if he's not promoting, if he's not going
Putting in that work.
like, put in that work. It's like, hey, to each his own, man. You want that type of quality for your, you know what I mean?
Right.
That's why some of these girls are getting booked right now, because at the end of the day, man, promoters want to see big titties behind the turntables now.
That's the truth.
You know what I mean? I mean, beautiness.
I'm a married man.
But half of them are not all that.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I'm not gonna say half.
I think DJing become more of a fashion show than an actual talent.
Yes.
It's about how you look and how cool you are.
I agree. Versus your talent, your skills, and your what's the word I'm looking for? Like, you know, your music, not just hip hop, like all types of genres.
I think a lot of new DJs are trying to mimic something that they're not. They're actually taking and doing things that other DJs already done.
Yeah, like
Are still doing.
Like, let me be straight up with you. I just got back from Santo Domingo, right? A lot of people was low-key asking me, yo, you ready for Santo Domingo? You know what I mean? You got to play a lot of reggaeton, you got to play a lot of dembow and this and that. You Haitian, you know all of that. Like, man, come on, why you even try me like that?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like,
the worst.
First of all, I ain't gonna claim that I'm the best at any genre. But I know what to do. Just
You
put me
can
behind.
survive.
Yeah, I can still ride a bike. I
Yeah.
can put me behind
Yeah, I
that
can still
driver.
ride a bike. I can
you
still ride a
don't
bike.
try me like that.
I can still ride a bike.
But here's my thing, and my smart way of doing things.
Right.
Just like there's a bunch of Dominicans in Haiti, there's a bunch of Haitians in Haiti. I mean, in DR.
Correct.
So, why not go do a Haitian party in DR with DR in the mix?
Ooh.
So now I'm mixing my Miami flavor without worrying about impressing a bunch of Dominicans.
No.
Because the minute I play Latin music, I play Bad Bunny, I play Ozuna, I play all of that, like, they're going to be like, oh, man, he killing this. So when I walked out of DR party, thank God, right when my set finished, the cops came and shut the club down.
Oh,
they was like, yo, this DJ is going bananas. He got this club upside down. What's going on?
Yeah.
And it was like, you know, what can we say? We brought good talent, great talent.
Salute to that.
You know what I mean? So, you know, but there was other excuses that I heard. You know what I mean? That had me thinking, could it be true? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But on a DJ point of view, point aside, it's just work smart. One of the words saying I like to say is, light work, easy money.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And you're gonna always win.
Yeah.
Stay humble.
And there's no need to step on other DJs' toes. There's enough
Listen,
for everybody.
One thing that there is not another DJ Epps.
No, I love that. The same way there's no other DJ Cat.
No, you're not gonna have another Khaled.
Absolutely.
You're not gonna have another Kid Capri.
No.
You're not gonna have another Envy. You're not gonna have another DJ Epps.
Yes, I love that.
You know what I mean? So it's like you put me in that space, I'm gonna destroy it. I'm gonna do what I gotta do.
Yep.
And I'm gonna make sure your manager, your owner's happy. He got money at the bar till 4 or 5 in the morning. And that's how it's supposed to work.
Yeah.
Now, if you go DJ and you don't read the crowd right and you clear that dance floor and you messing up his money and everybody went to the next club.
Yeah. Man. So now these days, what are you promoting these days? As far as I know, you got the artist. Let's talk about some of the production you've got. I think you have a lot going on YouTube. You got a video on YouTube right now.
Yeah. I when it came to the production thing, I tried my first hit record, but it really didn't go national or went crazy everywhere.
Right. Yet.
Well, that first record, it's called Familiar Faces featuring Tory Lanez. This is when Tory Lanez first started. So
I'm a huge fan of Tory Lanez.
Yeah, I helped broke him out into the market.
Oh, man.
That record actually helped him and it helped me. You know what I mean? So it was featuring him, Jim Jones, and my Miami family, Brianna Perry and Scotty Boy at that time. You know what I mean? So. And it was called Familiar Faces. The video's out on YouTube right now. You can check it out. And when I say Familiar Faces, everybody was in my video, from Khaled to Sway, Jack Thriller, Brian McKinney, K Fox. You know what I mean? So, I knew how to make a hit record and I knew how to make the movie.
Yes.
So that was my first test. But the music industry wasn't. I don't know, man. It was just weird for me. I think I was in the middle of the transition of how to promote your music with a record label versus going independent.
Yeah, that's the hardest, right?
Yeah.
Tough. Without social media,
without social media, but going into social media.
So you're still new to it, damn, how do you?
What I mean? Back in the days, you got the guerrilla marketing, sniping posters underneath the bridges and stuff like that, flyers everywhere.
Street team.
But now it's just like social media, which I could say I'm good at, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
I'm not the best at Twitch. I'm not the best at Periscope. But I found my niche with Instagram because I was there from the beginning. Yeah, it's always going to be popping till the world says it's done, just like it was done with MySpace. And
now everybody's using OnlyFans. The DJs love it. OnlyFans.
Yeah.
It's so many.
It's so many. You know what I mean? You got to just figure it out.
Yeah.
But it's just turning on the gram for me.
Yeah.
And everybody's right there waiting for me.
Right there. It's
waiting for me. They know 10 o'clock.
Yes. Talk about it. Talk about that.
Yeah. Yes. I have my show Monday to Friday, weeknights 10 p.m. on Instagram. Somebody described me well by saying, man, you're like the late night Arsenio Hall of DJs. Like, I gotta be there right there at night waiting for you, you know what I mean? And we're gonna see who you interview, how you performing and everything. I'm like, that's dope. Another saying that somebody said, that it's like I'm an underground radio station on Instagram.
That's dope.
Breaking new music and just spinning my ass off.
Yeah.
And I'm like, all right, you know what I mean? That's dope, you know what I mean? And he's like, and honestly, there's no other energy like yours, Epps. And thank God I know how to use my tools of networking and TV and Roku TV and Fire TV and now my new TV station, Zodiac TV, that I created. I got an arena of people waiting for me to come on and watch me.
So Zodiac, let's talk about that a little bit. What's the idea for Zodiac television?
Zodiac TV is no different from Roku TV, Fire TV. Netflix. It's just we're just getting ready to help put on shows on, you know what I mean, and make sure you, at the same time too you eat. You know what I mean?
Yeah. What is your role play as far as that?
It's more of a creative, creating the content and the shows and, and some of the direction. You know what I mean? My partner, he handles more of the technical, you know, getting everything registered and the right numbers right and sponsorship money coming in. You know what I mean? So, you know, right now we have, like, you know, Visa cash cards. That's Zodiac TV, you know what I mean?
Oh, that's awesome.
So, you know, that's some of the things that we're working on. So, you know, if you're just DJing and you haven't really figured out this, you know, what's going on, what D-Nice.
Yeah, I love this because every DJ I speak to, we talk about the same thing.
Oh, man.
It's so crazy.
Let me tell you my story about that.
You can't just be a DJ.
Nah, you gotta. That's why everybody said Epps is a brand. It's not just a DJ.
It's a brand.
So when I saw D-Nice on the gram started DJing, I'm like, damn, that's dope. I already got the studio. I got the look. I got the phone. Got Instagram.
Everything is there, and everything is there for you.
All I gotta do is turn it on and DJ.
That's it.
But I was like, but I just don't want to be like D-Nice. Not only that, I don't want to step on his toes. You know what I mean?
But it woke all the DJs up.
It woke all the DJs up.
Oh my God.
But some DJs fell off. They wasn't consistent with it.
No.
I stayed consistent. Matter of fact, last month was my 1 year anniversary.
Oh man.
As long as with all the DJs that kept up with it. Everybody that started right at that pandemic era.
Yes.
That March, April era. Yeah.
Ooh.
We all celebrated a 1 year. You know what I mean? So I was like, you know, nothing against, you know, D-Nice, but how can I be different? Step one, I already knew. I'm not DJing on controllers. It gotta be vinyls and turntables.
Yes.
I got it, because I'm gonna be honest with you, before the pandemic, I didn't know if I wanted to continue DJing anymore.
Wow.
Because in Miami, there's no more clubs.
No.
It's all strip clubs.
Yeah.
So these strip clubs.
What a difference, right?
Yeah, you're limited.
So let's talk about the difference between that. Yeah, go ahead.
You're limited to how you spin, you know what I mean? And you're spinning for the dancers and God forbid if the strip club does not have a controller, now you're DJing internally. Like, it's whack, you know what I mean?
Playing music.
So I was really
Press play.
I was really like frustrated, getting bored with it. And when I saw D-Nice, man, I felt like I was 15-year-old all over again, back in high school, ripping it up on my turntables, and I fell right back in love with it. And that's God. That was God helping me out with that. He was saying,
you needed inspiration.
Like I had that studio about 1.5 years before I decided to use it like that. So that's telling me that God set me up early in advance. You know what I mean?
Man,
and
ain't that something?
And he told me straight up, he was like, yo, you're gonna use this room for a good reason. Get ready.
Yeah.
I didn't know what it was till that happened. So now I'm saying, let me be different from D-Nice. Turntables, my energy.
Right.
You know, those two automatically. Playing new music. Not only playing new music.
Breaking artists.
And not only playing new music, breaking artists, it became a business. You gotta pay me to do that now.
Cash App.
Yeah, Cash App.
Love it. Zelle, all the good stuff.
And it was to a point that I didn't know what badges was. And Instagram hit me up and explained to me what badges was. And it's just it's another tool that I could turn on. Now people could just pay me while I'm on my live. Just click of a button, send me a tip, send me badges.
Awesome.
So now I'm making money through Instagram. So, you know, figured it out. Always promoting myself.
Right.
You know what I mean? There's promotion that, you know, there's Instagram, always, you know, YouTube, all of them. They show you got promotional tools for you to boost your shows up.
Correct.
Not numbers up, your show up, all right? There's a difference. So now, as I'm promoting, and I'm constantly reminding people to share the live. The numbers started growing. I swear to God, it was mind-boggling that 11 to 22 people would come in my live. I was like, it was just like,
yeah, I know what you mean.
And I'm looking at D Nice, I'm like,
yeah, discouraging.
And then, you know,
yeah,
I did my studies, and Instagram showed me some ropes, and also taught me how to create a network like Zodiac TV, and I just started following their steps, you know what I mean? And a lot of people, a lot of DJs have not figured it out. And I shit you no lie, me, D-Nice, and Alex Sensation are the only one that has thousands of arenas of people watching us do what we do.
Yeah, it's a beautiful thing.
Yeah, man. Awesome thing.
Yeah.
Awesome thing.
Yeah, that's a beautiful thing.
Yeah.
I mean, I love the new technology. I love the gram, and like, it's just like anything else. You gotta learn. You gotta learn to walk before you run. Crawl before you walk.
Exactly.
Whatever your take is on that. But
exactly.
Definitely you have to patience, man. Consistency, patience.
Consistency.
Consistency is key.
I said that was another thing.
No stopping.
Why go to a radio station when you could do Monday to Friday in your own home?
Build yourself up.
And then when I went in my living room and I turned on Roku TV and I see myself in a big screen.
So dope.
Oh man.
Isn't it amazing?
Like, yeah, and then now.
Come on now.
Now everybody's tagging me, showing me that I'm in their living room, or they jamming barbecue or whatever.
That's right.
And instead of turning the radio, they turn on DJ Epps or whatever.
Yeah.
That thing is amazing. It's like,
man.
I just saw something completely new. Learn something completely new.
Yeah, man.
So, thank God for social media. Most people call it the pandemic. I call it the plandemic. You know what I mean? The plandemic.
The plandemic.
Yeah. You had to plan it out to figure out.
I love that.
You had to figure it out.
Yeah, man.
The world is totally changing.
Totally changing.
So now, everybody's sending me stuff to put in front of my screen while I'm DJing. Whether it's clothes, whether it's bottles, whether it's sea moss from, you know what I mean, from the roots. Like, I've been getting everything, man. I've been getting everything.
Yes.
You know what I mean? And it was just like, and my wife is like, where is all this coming from?
Yeah.
I'm like, are you not paying attention?
Yeah.
I'm your husband.
Yeah.
It's underneath.
I don't think any wife pays attention to us.
You know what I mean? Only if they want to.
Only
you know what I mean? Only if they want to. You could tell the ones that actually, put their minds to it and help their husbands. You know what I mean?
Shout out to my wifey over here.
I already know. I already see it, and I really admire.
We're a team, man.
What you guys got going on.
We're a team, man.
You know what I mean? But, at the end of the day, for me, all by myself.
Yeah, man.
All by myself.
Yeah.
And I'd rather it like that for right now, because at the end of the day, don't get it twisted. I want help, but the help got to be really genuine. And not only that, I'm humble. Always will be humble, but sometimes I have to put my P. Diddy hat on.
Why not?
And I have to snap on some people that disrespects me.
Why not? Yeah, we all
artist,
do.
Whether it's another DJ, wherever it came from.
Right. Absolutely.
Like, no, you have no right to talk to me like that.
Yes.
You don't have no right to treat me like that. You know what I mean?
DJs have hearts too.
There you go. We got feelings.
We have feelings. I love that, man. I love this discussion. Been so fucking beautiful. I love this.
Hey, man, I enjoyed this, man. And yo, man.
I never got into the whole Shadyville thing.
Shadyville was a great little situation for me, but at the same time, I learned that before Shadyville, I was like, damn, man, how can I become a heavy hitter? You know what I mean? And Enough would just bypass me, like.
We all go through it.
I don't know why. You know, I mean, he's a cool guy. Don't get me wrong. I love him to death, but he would just always bypass me and not put me down. But I realized why. And he never told me this, but somebody else told me this. A bigger name. You know what I mean? A superstar, mega name. And it's like, Epps, why would he put you down? You're a boss. You run shit. You don't need him, and he really don't need you.
Yeah.
And I was like, I get it.
Yeah, I learned having a DJ crew behind you is great leverage and good for your name, but it's not really necessary.
Well, let me break this down. So that was a heavy hitter situation. Now I hang out with Shadyville DJs now. That was the next one. And shout to Akio, because me and Akio, you know, he would hold it down for Who Kid. But real talk, Who Kid was never on none of those Shadyville calls.
No.
So I lost the respect of the DJ squad. Not Shadyville.
Yeah, the
just
DJ squad.
Any DJ squad. Like, I felt like it was just fake. It was not, you know what I mean?
No, it's like it's just the name.
It's just a name.
There's no help from your DJ peers.
Nah.
Like for me, a DJ crew is a crew that sticks together and helps each other.
Yeah.
Like, what do you need? Like, I'm here. If I'm gonna be the boss, I'm here to help you.
Yeah. Yes.
Yeah. What do you need from me?
You know, I got that from Akil. I never got that from Shadyville. I never got that from Who Kid, mainly. For whatever reason, you know, the Shadyville brand just died on its own.
Yeah, it did.
So I just slowly you know, slide to the right and moved away from it. But now I'm with MP3 Wax.
Shout to SNS.
I'm with MP3 Wax, and they don't even call themselves a DJ coalition.
No.
You know, they're not about that. They're about breaking music.
Yes, it's all about the music.
Yeah, you know what I mean?
All about the music with that.
But don't get it twisted, they got MP3 Wax general DJs.
Yes.
Whether it's me, whether it's DJ Chaotic from Texas, whether it's, you know, DJ Charisma from LA.
Right.
And so on. But one thing about MP3 Wax, they're not trying to be like heavy hitters or click. You know what I mean? It's just all about breaking music. So if an artist needs to break music, yo, go hit this DJ in this town. Go hit this DJ into this town. You know, they'll make sure. And I always respected MP3 Wax, and I always kept working with them because they understood me and my brand, and they knew how to utilize my brand and help make money with me, and vice versa.
Right.
I never had that with any other coalition.
That's awesome.
And that's why I rock with them to this day, and that's why you see MP3 Wax all the time, because to this day, we make money together.
That's a beautiful thing.
Yeah. And
they've been around for a while.
Yeah, you know what I mean? And now, with this social media, Epps is on Monday to Friday on Instagram at 10 p.m., we sat down and it was like, yo, how can we do, you know, I'm gonna be honest with you. There's a lot of DJs that don't like to work.
No.
and it's noticed.
Yes.
It's been on notice. We see it. But MP3 Wax called me and was like, yo, Epps, what do you think about helping out the female DJs? And I said, how? Pick a night on one of your nights and let's just bring female DJs to come rip it up.
Joe.
And I was like, well, one, I'll take a load off my hand. You know what I mean? I don't want to DJ Monday to Friday.
Yeah.
So I was like, you know.
Bring in guests.
Yeah, you know what I mean? I was like, all right, let's give it a try. And within the past 4 to 5 months, us bringing female DJs every Monday, Ladies Night, we call it.
Ladies
MP3 Wax, DJ Epps and Friends presents Ladies Night. I mean, we had Charisma from LA. I just had the twins, DJ Toots from Alabama. You know what I mean? You know, we had Texas DJs, whether it's She Real, whether it's Jiggy Jane. You know what I mean? We had New York DJs, K-Star. You know what I mean? And they all come shut it down. Like, they all, DJ Mrs., Shorty Doo-Wop, they all, DJ Riri, they all come shut down my page on Monday night. Out of all my Monday to Friday, Monday night is the best night.
Wow.
The numbers ran up to 8,000 people watching us the other day. I'm like, yo, dude, man, we need to put this on Revolt or something. You know what I mean? But I was like, Revolt? Let me create my own thing. Zodiac TV.
Zodiac TV.
ZodiacTV.tv. All right. Download the app right now. Zodiac TV. So that's how things come about. You know what I mean? And that's why I respect MP3 Wax as a movement versus a coalition.
Right.
So, I don't really care for DJ coalitions.
Oh, I love them.
I respect them.
Yeah.
Cool. Great. But if somebody would call it like, come be with this DJ squad, I'm like, nah, I'm good.
Yeah. I
don't care how big your thing is. I'm good.
I think every beginning DJ comes into this business and they want it right away. I want to be part of this DJ team. It don't happen overnight, and it definitely. I guess us being grown men, because that's what we are, grown men in this business.
Listen, at the end of the day, I'm gonna keep it 100 with you, man.
There's no brown nosing here.
DJs are gonna hate on you regardless. I could be the legendary, world famous DJ Epps, but somewhere there's a little hate.
It's a competitive sport.
Yeah, man. Me, I'm the same way, but I'm more of a WWE.
Yeah,
like I'll talk my shit. But when we get behind the curtains, hold up, nigga.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
You gotta play the game.
You gotta play the game. This is a game.
It's a
Straight
game.
up and down.
It's the game.
When I say ain't nobody gonna ever get another DJ Epps, you're not gonna be another DJ Epps, period. You know what I mean? And I'm the best. I'm great at what I do. And that's just not talking cocky.
No,
it's
who
the
we
other
here
C
for?
word. Confident. Know the difference.
I love that.
You know what I mean?
That's the way to end the show. Man, Epps, man, it's been great, bro.
Man, I appreciate you having me.
I could keep talking, man, but we'll be here forever.
Man, I think a little part 2 might be needed soon.
Yeah, why not? Why not?
Yeah, listen. You open the doors for me to talk to a different audience that I probably haven't touched, and vice versa. I would love to have you on my show soon.
Oh man, that'll be a blessing.
And that's how it's supposed to work.
Yes, one hand wash the other, both wash the face.
There you go.
Yeah.
There you go.
Yeah.
And a lot of DJs, man. If they don't get that concept, they're not gonna move as fast as we are.
Yeah. And we gotta keep up with it. We still working, baby. We still young.
And even though we're doing this,
we like wine.
Even though we're doing this, I'm still like, what's next? What's
next?
Oh,
what is next for you? Let's do it. What is next for you? Your Instagram name, all that good stuff.
How can I forget? And this is very important to me because I feel like this and it's gonna take me to another world, another level, another hustle. So while we was doing the pandemic thing, I'm interviewing everybody from Montel Jordan to Lord Finesse to Finesse Mitchell, all these celebrities, you know what I mean? Whether they were throwback or the comedians or they were new rappers,
right?
I was interviewing them all throughout the pandemic. Prince Marky D, my brother, rest in peace. He had a show on LL Cool J's Rock the Bells on Sirius XM.
Yes.
And right before he passed, I'm getting a call from New York City, and it's LL Cool J. I don't know him from. I know. Of course, we all know who LL is, but I don't know him personally. I never met the man. I always wanted to meet the man.
Who wouldn't want to meet LL?
And it's LL. He was like, "Yo, Epps, man, it's LL, man. I need some help, man. I'm trying to find Marky. You know what I mean? Why are you trying to find Marky? Isn't that your DJ on the? He's like, exactly. Like he didn't submit his show. He's been missing for 2-3 days. I'm like, so I had my soldiers go to his house and go check up on him. And word got back to me that the ambulance had just picked him up.
Right.
And by the time we reached to the hospital,
that was it.
Man. And I had to report back to LL with that news. Messed up way to meet LL. know what I mean? But at the same time, how did LL get my number? Marky gave him my number because LL does this thing called All City Day on Rock the Bell Sirius XM.
Right.
He'll go to Virginia and take all the DJs from Virginia or whoever's from Virginia, Pusha T, Missy, whoever, and he'll create an all-day interview and DJ mixes for all day. So when it was time for Miami, he chose me because of Marky D and Khaled and DJ Laz. And we killed it, we did our thing, but for some reason, he called me back. He was like, yo, my man, when Marky told me you a beast, he was not lying.
Beautiful.
He was like, yo, Epps, man, your mix was magical.
I could imagine that. Yeah.
And I'm like,
licking his lip at the same time. Yo.
Yeah, that's how I saw it. That's how I imaginated it. I'm like, oh man, goosebump. As we talking about it, I'm like, and he was like, yo, how you feel about having a job on Sirius XM on Rock the Bells? Whatever you want to do, let us know. I was like, yeah, hells yeah, I would love to. Because at this time, I'm here trying to be on Sirius XM, but for some reason, you know, those other stations, they wasn't calling out for me, or they wasn't accepting me, or, you know, I don't know what the case was, but, you know. No, thank you.
Well, we'll go. Yeah. We're about to wrap up soon too, Leo. I'm gonna take care of you.
Can I get one more cup of strawberry lemonade? Yeah, I like strawberry lemonade. Doesn't mean I'm fruity, all right?
No.
So as he says, yo, Epps, the world is yours. What do you want to do on the station? You want to do Monday to Friday? You want to do the weekends? I said, yo, with you, homie, I want to start from the beginning. Let's take baby steps. Give me a night. And he's like, you want to do Saturday nights? You want to do your own show? I was like, yeah, give me 2 hours. Let me produce a 2-hour show every Saturday nights, and from there, we'll figure out what we do after that. He gave it to me, and for the past 3-4 months, man, the volume of my listeners, new fan base, my skills of mixing got way better.
Seasons.
Yeah, yo, like, you know, all of that all together landed me a job and a contract with him.
Beautiful, man.
So yeah, so you can catch me on Sirius XM, Channel 43 on Rock the Bells every Saturday at 9 p.m. And then they'll replay my show again at 1 o'clock in the morning.
Oh, man.
And that 1 o'clock in the morning is kind of great. Either or, because I realize there's a lot of people driving from LA to Vegas.
Yes.
Or Tampa to Orlando.
Right.
Or Phoenix to Texas. They driving.
That's right.
And while they driving, when my show passes, you know how you look at your Instagram and you look at a couple of people following you?
Yeah.
It's loaded with new followers.
Oh, that's awesome.
That's all you see is new followers. That you miss all the comments from before, that you got to go search for them. But
yeah. And
I'm like, wow, this is a different monster.
Yeah.
And
social media could either make you or break you.
And then, you know, I'm like,
in this case, it's a good thing.
Yeah. And he said, yo, Epps, whatever you want to do, just bring it to the table.
Oh, man.
And we're going to try to make it happen. I can't talk about it right now, but yeah, I pitched him a couple of ideas, and it's in motion because he loved it.
That's awesome.
Loved it.
That's a blessing.
It's a project where it's not only for Epps, but it's putting money in his pocket. It's probably gonna get him back on the stage to perform again.
Oh, that'd be awesome. We would love to see him at least come out with one more album.
He'll be able to help other throwback artists get money. Like this situation could have probably helped DMX. It could have probably helped Black Rob or Shock G or whatever they were going through. You know what I mean? We could have helped them get
Shock
some money.
G,
You know what I mean?
That's crazy.
Yeah, this is the type of situation where we're gonna be able to help people with, you know, back in the days, or even newer cats or young cats to get money, but at the same time keep that golden era alive. So, you know, get ready for new projects between me and LL, and hopefully, you know, I'll start doing more TV, because he also saw my beats and bars on YouTube. You know what I mean? Everybody was bugging about my beats and bars, where I take any local artist or a well-known artist and put them on an old school beat. Thank you, sir. Thank you very much. And I put them on an old school beat and they'll give me 16 bars. And we wouldn't just turn on the cameras. We would actually do a skit. We'll do a actual video to it.
Right.
And I got 23 episodes on Instagram. So, you know, that started flying. And I'm able to play those on Rock the Bells radio station. So everything was just coming together. And it was a blessing that Marky handed me to LL before he passed away.
That's a blessing, bro.
Now, I do believe that the pandemic is designed to make sure that you grind and hustle more. It's also designed, I believe, to break up homes. I do think it was also designed for you to, if you didn't believe in God, start believing in God, or go to church, or just have some type of spiritual mindset with the Lord.
Yes.
With you.
I wasn't really, I'm not so religious as much. I wasn't before. But I think now it's more like, you know what? It's God.
Yeah, you know, I mean, I was always a God's man, but I was also...
Absolutely.
What's up, boss man? You good? You know what it is, family. You know, it was always, like, I was a church boy when I was young in New York City.
Right.
But as a DJ, I never went to church every Sunday. You know what I mean? I never really prayed that much.
Right.
But I prayed, but pandemic is 24 hours, that.
24 hours, yeah.
24 hours. So guess what? With all the masks that fell off around me and everybody showed their true colors, I literally had to get rid of 10 to 15 people out of my life.
Yeah.
Including family members.
Yeah, it happens. It happens.
And the way somebody said it to me, hey, you lost 15 people, but you gained LL Cool J. And I was like, yeah, you're right.
Sometimes you have to clean house. All right, listen, I don't make no moves without my right hand.
Yeah.
That's it. Just Bonnie and Clyde, baby. That's all it is.
That's what's up, man. That's what's up,
all
man.
it is. But yeah, man, definitely had a clean house, sweep, you know, sweep around and clean. Yeah. Focus on myself too. The same as you. You know, you're establishing yourself, branding yourself, working to do what's best for you.
It's a learning process.
A learning process.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
One of the keys in my life is every January 1st, I gotta switch up. I gotta do something different. You know what I mean? Whether it's my hair, color it different, lose weight.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I don't know.
Yeah.
You know, do different types of parties.
Why not?
Travel to places I never tried. I just gotta do something different.
Yes. New year, new time to do things.
Yeah, you know what I mean? So, but with the pandemic, it smacked me hard, man.
It smacked everybody hard. I think I got smacked hard too, but it just made me stronger.
Yeah. I'm a beast.
Yeah.
I'm a beast
now,
man.
Yeah, absolutely.
Like, I'm not taking no for an answer.
Yeah.
You cross my path, I'm gonna expose you. I don't care.
Yeah.
I'm gonna expose you if you cross my path.
Yeah, man.
Somewhere, somehow, may not be now, maybe later.
Yeah.
But I'm gonna make you feel what you did to me.
Absolutely. Yeah.
Whether it's success, or if I have to be some type of little petty.
Yeah. Sometimes you gotta be petty.
I figured that part out. I was never a petty person, but now,
yeah, we're gonna get petty.
Yeah, I'll get a little petty.
Yeah.
Necessary pettiness.
Yes.
That's what I like to call it. Necessary pettiness.
Yes, absolutely.
Yeah.
But yeah, man, it's been a pleasure, bro, and I love this conversation.
Man, thank you for having me, man, and I love that you hit me up and took me out of my zone, my element.
Yeah, this is good therapy, bro.
That's
the best
that's
shit.
the word right there. Therapy.
Yes.
And you know, nothing against my therapist, but this right here was definitely needed.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
This is another reason why I love this, because we can actually talk and discuss, and we can, talk about what's been going on for the past 2 years, because it was harder. It's getting better. It's getting better. Things are happening now.
Yeah.
Doors are opening, but it was tough. But yeah,
be careful.
this is good.
New levels comes with new devils.
Oh, I love that. New levels come with new devils.
Yeah,
wow.
just be careful, man, because
amazing.
They're everywhere. They might be underneath your nose.
Yeah.
You don't even know about it. But you just gotta you know,
Yeah, no, but definitely part 2 will be beautiful.
I would love to.
And I would love to come back to this when everything picks up for you with that whole LL thing going on.
Oh man, I think that'll be it. Yeah, I think I owe it to you, man, because I'm gonna. That's the story. That's gonna be like, you remember when I told you?
Yeah.
Guess what?
Yeah.
This is going down.
Yeah.
You gonna jump on a plane with us or what? You know what I mean?
Beautiful, bro. But before we go, man, make sure you let's talk about your Instagram, where they can find you, more info. You know, let them know as far as your social media.
All my social media at DJ Epps. My Instagram, especially at DJ Epps, Monday to Friday, weeknights, 10 p.m. Eastern. You can catch me on my live doing my show. And I'm not even too sure how long that's gonna last, cause you know what I mean. Once things get more heavier, then you know we done. You know, we're gonna move to other things. But that's what's going on right now, along with my SiriusXM show on Channel 43, Rock the Bells at 9 o'clock and 1 o'clock in the morning, Sunday morning. It's called the Saturday Night Ride. You can check out my Beats and Bars on YouTube. We got 23 episodes and we're working on some more. And we're looking for artists to break as well. So, you know, hit up the MP3 Wax, my packages. You know, just say, you know, you coming underneath DJ Epps, we're gonna help you out. We could get, what else? We Them Zoes, my artists. You know what I mean? Grima, Stitches, Magnificent Beast, Mecca, aka Grimo. It's 5 of us, you know what I mean? You know, look out for that album coming soon. Of course, I'm doing production, working on a couple of compilation albums and artists as well. So, you know, look out for all of that, man.
Oh, man, that's awesome.
At DJ Epps _N_friends on Twitch. All right? Twitch, TikTok, some of those guys, I can't find who has my at DJ Epps, but I'm gonna find you soon, all right? Yeah, man.
We're looking for you. Man, pleasure, my brother.
Hey, man, thank you for having me, man.
Absolutely, brother. This was awesome. Skratch the Show, of course. You already know what it is, man. DJ Epps. And look for new ones, man. Don't forget to subscribe, like, comment, do what you gotta do. Please, listen, your feedback is a plus for us. So, see you in the next episode, all right?